Hello, welcome to my kitchen chemistry lab where we are going to be doing a lab out of my full year long lab book, and we are going to do a polymerization reaction, which is really fancy science language for making slime. In order to do this reaction, you'll need a few things. Plain old glue. You will need some water, a container. I would do like a container like this because then you can mix it and store it at the same time. Although you can also do this in a Ziploc, which is what I'm gonna do. And then you will also need some borax. I keep mine in a separate container. I use it for like cleaning around the house. And then food coloring is optional if you would like to color your slime. You can do this entire reaction inside a Ziploc bag, so that is what I will be doing, because not only can you do the reaction in this, but you can also store your slime in this bag. The first thing we're going to do is take equal parts glue and water and mix them together with the food coloring if you're choosing to color your slime. I'm just eyeballing this. I would say that's about equal, and I'm going to color mine. Let's see, I'll do purple. I'll do 1 drop of blue and 1 drop of red. My blue. There's the red. Okay. So now I'm going to seal this up, and I'm just going to kind of mix these together with my hand here until it's a single consistency and there's no more glue marbling in here. If you are not in love with the color, now is the time to change it. And if you're interested in adding any glitter, now is the time to do that. I'm not in love with the color, so I'm gonna add a little bit more red. I think I want this to be a little bit more pink. Okay, that's more so the color that I'm going for. So from here, now we are going to add the catalyst, which is, in other words, our binder. It's what's going to make our monomers stick together into one giant long polymer, which will be a stretchy slime. So from here, I'm gonna take what's left of my water and I'm gonna mix in some borax. And truthfully, I don't measure this because not only do I use a different amount of glue and water every time, but depending on the brand of glue, you may need a little more or a little less of the borax. So I'm just going to use my spoon and scoop up a tiny bit of borax, like really a tiny bit, and add it to the water. And I'm going to do my best to help this dissolve. Truthfully, the borax does not really like to dissolve, so warm water helps. But the idea here is really just to make a concentrated solution of borax, meaning that there will be a small amount of stuff sitting at the bottom of this container, which maybe you can, yeah, you see it? So here we are, just mixing this up and doing our best. And then, because I don't want to over polymerize my slime, I don't want it too clumped together, I still want it kind of stretchy, I'm gonna add this borax catalyst solution to my glue water mixture, really by like the teaspoon. So I'll just be scooping a tiny, tiny bit with my spoon and adding it. I'll probably start with 2. And then zip the bag closed and kind of massage to get that borax incorporated into the slime. So what's going to happen is that the borax is going to help the glue monomer molecules to kind of stick together. And the more you mix it, the more the molecules will come in contact with each other. So this is why I say to be careful not to over polymerize it. Once it's all solid but still sticky is a good time to stop adding the borax and instead just massage it and get the molecules really in contact with each other. So I'm going to do 2 more of those teaspoons. It's real, like it's not even filling the spoon here. It's 6 or 7 drops. Like it's really not that much. And I'm going to do that again. And just by the feel, it's definitely getting thicker as those molecules are coming in contact. Part of what happens is that when you get the big long string of the polymers, they start to get tangled up in each other, kind of like monkeys in a barrel. And as that happens, it continues to polymerize. So that's why it's super important to go very light on the borax. Okay, that was 4 little scoops of my spoon. My spoon is not a measuring spoon, so I don't really know what's up. Not only that, the texture of your slime will change depending on how polymerized it is. So some people like their slime like really, really, really stretchy. Other people do not. Because I am an adult and I find that I don't really enjoy playing with slime. It kind of grosses me out. I'm going to use this to clean all the nooks and crannies inside my car. So I don't want it to be too stretchy and sticky. Once it collects all the dust from my car, I'm gonna throw it out. Ooh, now I feel it. Okay, it's really starting to polymerize now. I don't know how much you can tell. Like it's sticking to the bag. So at this point, I really want to stop adding borax and really focus on getting those molecules in contact up until I have done this for maybe like a minute or so and then have decided that it's too sticky. And then I'll go back and add some more borax. But you can see I haven't added any more and now it's really solidifying in here. I should not say that. I should say polymerizing. And seriously, you can just like open up the bag and check this out to see how it's working with your preference. It's really hard to see through the bag. I'll open it up for you. Okay, so we are at this point. A little sticky for cleaning my car. I'm gonna keep massaging it to see if I can get it just right, and if not, then I'll go back to adding borax by the little spoonful. In fact, I think it's time maybe to take it out of the bag and massage it with my hands. Maybe not. Ooh, it's a little soft. You can flip the bag inside out if you're struggling to get it out. Yeah, you see this? I would like my slime to clean my car a little bit more firm than this, but again, different people like different types of slime and different little things to play with. So that might be done for you, but I am gonna keep going. And because it's really close, I'm gonna add like just the tiniest bit. And I am going to, again, zip it and massage it. Now, if you find that your slime is brittle, that means that you have over polymerized it, which means there's a little bit too much polymer going on. I have found that if you add just the tiniest amount of water, the slime will be really slippery in your hand. But if you massage that water in, you can kind of loosen up the polymerization and perhaps get your slime back to a texture that you like better. If you like really over polymerize it to the point where you kind of squeeze it and it like shatters almost, you might have to call it. Ooh, I think this might be it for me. I think I am happy with this level of polymerization. At this point, it's like really easy to peel back from the Ziploc, which for me is a really good texture. So I'm gonna inside out my Ziploc bag and kind of catch this slime here. Ah! And I'm going to continue to manipulate it to get all of it tangled up in itself. And I can feel it firming up in my hands, which is what I want to see. So if you are not one for playing with slime, this is a really good way to clean cars and the dashboard, the cup holder, near the gear shift, over the radio. It's also great for cleaning the interior of drawers. It's very sticky and it clings to all of the dust. And I mean, obviously at that point you'd have to throw it away, but it's also not a bad idea to play with it a little bit first, and then once it gets really gross, then use it to clean up. If this gets in your clothes, I have found that vinegar works pretty well to get it out, and same thing with it being in your carpet and furniture. Vinegar helps quite a bit. So that is how we turned glue into slime by a polymerization reaction. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below the video. Also, let me know what you're doing with your slime. I'm curious. How are you going to play with it? Subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson, and I'll see you there. Bye.